Hi, this is Melody from Kingdom Sewing and Vac in Simi Valley, California. And today we are going to, our Kimberbell Club is going to be doing the cute dealer exclusive gingerbread candle mat, which is absolutely adorable. In your kit, you will get 4 pieces of fabric, 2 pieces for the back that you're going to want to fold in half and press. You are going to get a 9x9 piece of fabric that's in this adorable white and red dot that you are going to want to press 2 pieces, and I said 2 pieces of SF101 onto the back. 1 piece is there just so that when you're sewing all of the gingerbread men on, your fabric doesn't pucker, but I believe the second piece is really to make sure that your green backing fabric, that's the top, doesn't show through. So along with that, you're going to get your background fabric and a piece of Warm and Natural that you can put on the candle mat. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, this design comes in 2 sizes, an 8x8 and a 5x7, depending on the size that your machine can actually sew in. We're going to do the 8x8 today, but if you are one of our customers that has the 5x7 hoop as your maximum size, then please give Gina a call and she can walk you through how to use your 5x7 and split the design. It comes already pre-split for you, and use the tacks to be able to reposition, which is a very cool way to reposition. So I have my 8x8 hoop already hooped with no-show mesh or soft and sheer, whatever you have, a nice soft stabilizer. And I have white bobbin thread already in my bobbin. And for the first 3 or 4 color changes, I am just going to use a light gray for this. So I have already loaded my design onto the Solaris, and so let's get started. Oh, you know what I did forget to tell you? Along with the design and all of the fabrics, you'll be receiving the chocolate brown glitter heat press vinyl from Kimberbell, which is just lovely. And we have gone ahead here at Kingdom and we have pre-cut your gingerbread men already for you to make it easy for you. So hopefully you'll enjoy doing that. So let me just set that aside because we don't need that. So you're going to set your back pieces to the side and also your gingerbread men to the side. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit embroidery, and we're going to do the placement stitch for the background material. Okay. Not really sure what that was, but it's fine. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to do the placement stitch. The next stitch it's going to do is actually the tack down stitch for your Warm and Natural. I had adhesive Warm and Natural at home, so one-sided, so I had already pressed this onto my background fabric, so I'm just going to go in and jump ahead to the next stitch. You're just going to lay the background fabric right over the top of the placement and sew it down. And while this is doing this, well, why don't we, I'll save that for a little bit later. So it's going to go around the circle twice. This design takes about 25 minutes to sew out. However, there are a lot of stops and starts, so it's probably more like 45 minutes when all is said and done. The nice thing about doing this as a YouTube video instead of a Facebook Live or a Zoom meeting, you're actually able to stop the video and sew along with me. So the next thing you're going to do is you are going to actually do this very cute stitch that's a quilting stitch just around the outside edge of the candle mat. And again, I'm using the same color. Now, if you've ever wondered, Kimberbell puts in all of those color changes with different colors on them so that you actually have a color stop. If they were actually set all to white or gray, the machine would not have stopped. It would have kept going. So that's the reason why that's done, if you've ever wondered. Okay, next you're going to take your topping piece, the cute little white and red polka dot that has your 2 pieces of SF101, and lay it right in the center of the design. And Kimberbell again is really good about making sure that they've given you enough fabric that you don't have to be overly concerned about having it right in the center or not. Okay, so next what it's going to do is it's actually going to do the cute decorative stitch that goes around the outside edge. So at this time you want to go ahead and pull the hoop off the machine, lay it on a flat surface, pull out your duckbill scissors and go ahead and go around the design. And these Tula Pink scissors are absolutely wonderful. They should, if you don't have them, they should be on your wish list to put in your under the Christmas tree. even through the 3 layers of fabric, the 2 layers of SF101 and the topping fabric, these Tula Pink scissors do an amazing job of staying right there by the tack down line. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this back on the machine. And I'm going to change the color of my thread to red for the decorative stitch to go around the machine, around the design. Okay, so while that's doing that, let me show you, Kimberbell has a couple of actual CDs. We have the version 1 Holidays and Seasons CD. It's $29.99 and it is a bunch of really cute mug rugs. It has not mug rugs, candle mats. You have a birthday one, you have a cute snowman, a X's and XO and hearts for Valentine's Day, the watermelon for summertime. So I just thought I'd show you that the candle mats that come on the CD, or if you've done any of the Kimberbell events, they are a little bit larger than this actual candle mat. So we are going to go ahead and change the thread color again. I'm going to put it back to gray. And this is going to actually be the quilting fill stitch that is right here behind our gingerbread men. You can do that in white, in red, depending on how you want it to show up. I did it in this gray just so that you could see it, but it wasn't overly bright. So, anyways, here's our candle mat, Holidays and Seasons, version 1, and you can come down to the store. It's $29.99. Also, for 2021, we will be again having a Kimberbell Club event every month, and it's going to be for 2021. The cost will be $150. It will include all 13 months because we have 12 months plus an extra bonus design, and it will include all of the kits needed for each of those designs. And we have a Christmas special right now. If you come down to the store or call into the store to put your name on the list, you will get $10 off that 150, so it'll only be 140, but that's only good until the end of the year. So make sure that you call into the store and get your name on the list, and we're going to have a great time next year. We should be starting in January, but we are here in California and we're not sure what COVID's going to do, so we'll see how our classes go in January. We have unfortunately had to cancel all of our in-store classes, and so we don't have anything actually scheduled for December, but we look forward to having a lot of new stuff scheduled for January and beyond. So let's see, what else can I talk about? This is the beautiful chocolate brown glitter vinyl that we have in the store, and it is actually a heat press glitter vinyl, and your needle has no problem sewing through the glitter vinyl. If you don't want to use glitter vinyl on your candle mats, you could actually use the new felt that Kimberbell has just come out with. That would look really cute. You could use it in chocolate brown felt, or maybe even a lighter colored felt, and make your gingerbread men look more like sugar cookies. That would be fun. So. Or of course you could actually just put heat and bond, light heat and bond on the back of fabric, and be able to use regular fabric in place of the glitter as well. Which is what we did both on the hearts, this is just fabric, and the cupcakes. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our red to finish up the decorative stitch that's on the back of, that goes around the scalloped edges.
Yes, just click on it. Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
If you happen to have a silhouette cameo cutting machine, which is what I cut these gingerbread men out, you can actually take the gingerbread men. I took the placement line for the gingerbread men and I offset the cut line. Normally I offset the cut line by 0.05, but I wanted to make these just a tad bit larger, and I offset the cut line by 0.08 because it's just going to have a running stitch around the gingerbread men. So I wanted to make sure that you're able to lay them down and get them in place. We have some new specials though. We just did a video right before the Kimberbell video that we're making right now with our serging machines. So take a look at those machines. They're outstanding prices for the sergers. The Triumph, which is our 8 thread, and then I forget what the names of the other two are, but there are 4 thread machines, and they're at a great price. So if you're in the market for a serger for Christmas, now's the time to get it, because not only do you get the serger, but you get the inspiration guide, which is much better than the manual to actually use your serger.
We will be sending out an email that we'll have, and also on Facebook,
of multiple links, so you can look at our gift ideas for embroidery machines, gift ideas for quilting machines, gift ideas for affordable portable machines.
Oh, absolutely wonderful, Tim.
There'll be multiple links coming out on that, Facebook and an email.
And Gina told me this morning that she will also be sending in the next few days the actual project list for the 2021 Kimberbell Club. So you'll be able to see what projects we're going to do. One of them is this absolutely adorable bunny rabbit gift bag holder that we'll have in time for Easter. Okay, so let me just go ahead and pull this off the machine just so that you can see what we've done so far. So we have done a decorative stitch around the outside. We have done the scalloped with a decorative stitch around that, and then this really pretty little meandering quilting stitch on the center to tack it all together. So I'm putting this back on. We're going to now change the color of thread to chocolate brown. And this is going to be the placement stitch for our gingerbread men. Okay. Sure. So I've just changed it to chocolate brown thread. You're not actually going to see this once you do the heat press vinyl over the top of it, but I wanted to make it easy for the camera to see what we're doing. Also, Gina was telling me yesterday that that we're going to get in Mug Rug Volume 4 soon. So if you're interested in Mug Rug Volume 4, it's coming in soon. So give her a call and make sure you get on the list for that. We do have some of the Love Note quilt kits still left from our summer project that we have in stock. And even if you're not planning on doing the actual quilt, it came with all the fabrics in the quilt box along with all of the designs, which if you're not really into quilting, it's still a great deal for all of that fabric, all the backing fabric, the binding. The only thing that didn't come in the box was the thread and the stabilizers. So we have a few of those boxes still left if you're interested. Okay, so keep in mind that the instructions at this point, what it would have you do is take a 7 by 7 inch piece of our glitter vinyl and actually set it over the top of the your white scalloped background and do the placement stitch for all of this, and then cut around it. But because we have gone ahead and actually cut out our gingerbread men for you, you don't need to do that. But the way to handle these, the easiest way, is take your gingerbread men off of the carrier sheet, and this is called a carrier sheet. It is heat resistant, so you're going to be able to use it to as a pressing cloth. Set it on there, and then just find the top of your gingerbread man, and then just take it up just a little bit. And there you go. And then take a small iron and just heat press it down. Whoops. I really like this little Cricut heat press iron, but my thumb has a tendency to sit right there on the on and off switch, and I want to turn it on and off all the time. Okay, so now that we've done that, just make sure that you stick it to the sticky side of the carrier sheet. Make sure that you have your hoop on a heat resistant surface. Bring your little gingerbread man to the top and then just slide him over, and you should be perfect. And just hold it down. Now we are going to do a running stitch around our gingerbread men. So this is just to hold it in place.
Yeah, that's fine.
And be kind of gentle with the gingerbread men. You don't want to rip him off the carrier sheet, because this does have a sticky side to it, and you could accidentally rip Mr. Gingerbread. But he is heat press vinyl, so even if you accidentally rip him, he should still be just fine. This should be much faster than sitting here cutting all the way around all 6 gingerbread men. And be careful, because this transfer tape does get a little warm. Okay, so we have them like that, and then we're just going to slide them up. And our last one, which I'm just going to take this . This really saves a lot of time. So if you have a Cricut, a Brother Scan and Cut, the Silhouette Cameo machines, it actually makes it so much faster to be able to do this. Plus, you're not wasting any of your vinyl or your, well, it's glitter vinyl, so yes. So anyways, here we go. So those are all heat pressed on. So now all we're going to do is we're going to do the chocolate brown tack down around all 6 of these guys, and then we're going to put the frosting on. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. It's actually doing a bean stitch, so it's doing a nice tack down stitch. If you're following along with your instructions, we are at step 22 out of 29. So we only have a few more steps to go. Tim, do we have anything else?
We have our gift cards that you will get for somebody. We have a lot of embroidery machines in stock, so we're limited on some of our quilting machines. So come in and talk to myself or Gina.
We also, I saw, we have a nice selection of Kimberbell designs too, if you're looking for stuff to put underneath your Christmas tree from your husband, because he has such good taste. So, okay. So I've shown them the CD, I've shown them the vinyl that we're using. We've talked about 2021. What else was on the 2021 Kimberbell Club that I saw that I thought was really cute? Oh, there's a tea towel that has a picture of a pumpkin, a heart, and a pumpkin pie, and then it also teaches us how to put a border, a quilted border along the bottom of the tea towel, which I thought was just adorable. So we should be having a lot of fun in 2021. I know most of us can't wait to get 2020 out of here. Okay, we have 2 more gingerbread men. Now, one of the things that I did on the sample is I followed the colors that were in the instruction book. But I think I'm going to do the entire face in white with just the red hearts for the sides, because you really can't see. I changed this to a lighter gray than using black, but you still can't see the 2 little eyes and his mouth. So for this one, we are going to actually, the one we're going to be working on today, we're changing all the frosting except for the 2 little candy hearts on the side to the white embroidery thread. So I think that will be really cute. So what do we have? Ooh, we have something. We have a snowman.
You can embroider on it. You have to the back.
Oh, we can take the stuffing out. It's got a zipper on the back, so we can actually embroider on his tummy. Oh, this would be darling for a little granddaughter, or, you know, for someone that's having a new baby with the baby's name, birth weight. Oh, this is so adorable. How much are these, Tim?
$24.95.
Oh, $24.95. This is really adorable. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off just so that you can see. Is this good for the camera, Tim? Mm-hmm. So you can see how well it just tacked down just barely inside each of our gingerbread men. So this turned out adorable. So now what we're going to do is the next piece, it's actually going to do the eyes and mouth, and like I said, I'm going to change my thread to white, and we're going to do all the frosting in white. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Cool thing about the Solaris in your setup, if you happen to have one and you didn't know, in your setup you can actually have your machine go directly to start. So you don't have to put the presser foot down and then hit start like we did with the Destinies and below. So that's kind of a cool feature. I think that actual feature actually came out with the Solaris 1 upgrade. I'm not sure if it was just with the Solaris by itself. Hey Tim, for those of us that have Solarises or the Solaris 1, do we have the upgrades in stock yet for the Solaris 2 upgrade? Do we have any?
I think we're out. Did you get some more in? They're trickling in. They're
trickling in. So hopefully we'll have a couple before Christmas. So if that's on your wish list, make sure that you give Gina or Tim a call to make sure that when they do come in, you get called and to do the upgrade. The upgrade is extremely easy to do, and they have some really cool upgrades with this option. I was very impressed.
I'm going to zoom in on the hook.
Sure. So it's going to, the next thing it's going to sew is we're going to change the color from white back to red so that we can do the little hearts, and then we'll change the color again back to white. But if you were so inclined, you could actually stop the machine between each gingerbread man and change the little red hearts on each one from red to pink to red to pink, so you'd have a girl and a boy gingerbread, in case you wanted to do that. I was thinking of doing it, but I didn't. But I do like how the white is showing up on the gingerbread versus the dark gray. Okay, so here we go. Next is the hearts. Oops, I fibbed, it is not. I should have looked at my screen. It is the frosting on the buttons and the frosting. Oh my goodness gracious. I wasted that foot of thread. piece right here does take a little bit of time because it's going to do a thread cut between each of the frosting pieces. Oh, in the 2021, the Kimberbell Club for 2021, one of the things that we're going to do is a mug rug that has lemonade glasses on it. So we're going to use clear vinyl. That looked really cute. And we're going to do a apron that has cut work on it. So if you've never done cut work, this will be a good project to learn on, as well as a fringe project, a project that requires fringe, and a project that has chenille in it. So this particular year has all of the different types of techniques that Kimberbell has out. And we'll still have a Tuesday class and a Saturday class, I believe, for Kimberbell Club. So whatever's good for your schedule is good for ours. But like we said, this video is being recorded on YouTube, so you'll be able to actually start and stop this as you go through each of the steps. Let me just I wanted to kind of look over the instructions for the 5x7 version. So what's going to happen with the 5x7 version is it's going to do 1/2 of the, is this better for you?
Okay, now.
Okay, so what's going to happen if you have a 5x7 version of this design? It's going to actually embroider 1/2 of the design, 1/2 of the scallop. You're going to draw a line down your fabric topping. It's going to do everything in halves. So once you've done that, it will do the decorative fill stitch for the quilting and 1/2 of the scalloped edge. You'll do 3 of your gingerbread men at the same time, and then we do a very cool thing. We actually do tacks. There's a little place right here where we do the tacks. We turn it around. We figure out where it sits. The instructions are excellent. But like I said, if you have any worries or concerns about it, give Gina a call here at the store. And then basically you just do all the rest of the designs. Here's the picture of the tack. That's a picture of a thumb tack, you know, with the flat head thumb tack, not one of the ones that have the little holder on the outside. You want a flat head thumb tack, and then you put your fabric back over it, and it just goes over it. Now the biggest difference with the 5x7 version is you're going to actually sew this on the sewing machine. So that's the biggest difference, where the 8-inch design does it all in the hoop. There's a lot of stabilization to this, you know, with the two pieces of the two pieces of SF 101 and the warm and natural in here. This is pretty dense, but very cute. It's cute for a candle. It's cute for a mug rug. It's cute if to give one of these and maybe a coffee cup with cocoa in it for your next door neighbor. Or maybe a travel mug for your mailman or the trash collector. And for your best sewing ladies that you don't know what to get them, you know, Tim did say we have gift cards down here. So a gift card is always a good idea if you're not sure what they already have. The Tula Pink scissors are a nice gift, and these I think are only like $14.95. They're a really good deal. And who doesn't need, you know, 3 or 4 pairs of these, which I have.
Gift cards can be purchased through our website.
Oh,
For the amounts.
gift cards can be purchased through the website. That's nice. You don't even have to leave home.
Hi. I possibly didn't bring it, but need one of those short little bristle brush things you attach to a bag.
So, let's see. What else can we talk about? In case you don't know our telephone number here at the store, let me put that up on the screen so that you can get our telephone number if you need to call into the store. Also, if you're calling from out of state, you know, our email address and our website. You can get on the Kingdom newsletter mailing list by going to our website. We also have a new selection of stabilizers if you're getting low, like a lot of us are on our stabilizers. We've just resupplied our stabilizer shelf. Okay, we're on our last gingerbread man. And then we're going to do the cute little red hearts on each edge of the gingerbread man's mouth, and then we'll be able to wrap this up. One of the things that would be nice to be able to do this project, and I left my pinking shears up at our other house, but if you had pinking shears to be able to do this project, because you are going to, once it's done, you're going to cut all the way around the circle, and if you don't have pinking shears, then you're going to need to cut little slits all the way around so that the fabric does a nice easement all the way around the circle. So. This is one time I don't think the pinking shear rotary blade would work well, because how do you keep it away from it without hitting it? Okay, so we are finished with this. I'm going to cut my thread, and we are in the home stretch. And like I said, it does do a cut stitch between each one of these. If you wanted to, you could stop it when it jumps to the next gingerbread man, change it to pink, so you have a little boy and a little girl gingerbread man. Or you could take it into your software and actually do a dedicated stop between each one of the gingerbread man and then resort the colors. Of course, then you might want to put a bow on the little girl with a little pink bow on her top of her head. This also would be cute if you didn't want to do this as a candle mat or a mug rug. You could also put this onto the center of a throw pillow and then just make a decorative design around the outside and make it into one of the 8x8 bench buddy pillows, which would be cute. Let's see, what else could we use it for? No using it for a frisbee. See. We have several colors of the vinyl down here at Kingdom from Kimberbell. We have several of the new colors in the leather, and we have several tubes of the glitter vinyl as well. And what else do we have sitting here on the wall? Oh, we have the Tim, we have the new Wonderland. Would you mind me getting that set? Oh, you're gonna the felt ornaments, which we have that on the wall, and that's a really cute set if you make your own ornaments, especially for the grandkids every year. That's a darling set. So, okay, so let me just pull this off for 1 second before we put on the back, just so that you can come in. So notice, I think the white thread on the eyes and the mouth really make it pop off the mat a lot better than the brown. So I like it a lot. Okay, so we are going to just lay this down. We're going to take our 2 pieces of backing material, and these were cut at 9 by 11, and then you're going to fold them in half. So now they're 9 by basically 4.5, and give it a good press. And then you're going to just lay it, find the center of your hoop, which is right here, and then just bring the edges over. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing with the other piece. And then you're going to take your Kimberbell tape, and I just put mine into this cute little 3M dispenser that I had. And put a piece down. And that's just so your embroidery foot doesn't drag and pick up that edge. And so now all we're going to do is we're going to put this back on. And you really don't have to change your embroidery thread. I'm going to leave it in red. 1, so that you can see it, but 2, no one's going to see it because it's going to be flipped right side out. So there we go. Okay, let me back up. Sure. Whoops. Look at that.
Still work?
Huh?
Still sewed?
Oh yeah, it's sewed fine. It picked it up after it went over the edge, so it's fine. I saw this new technique the other day, though. I did not know this. I don't know if it's something on just the Solaris or if it's on the Destiny and other machines below it. But if you hold on to your machine, it will sew just a couple stitches at a time. So if you've ran out of your tape, you could slow down the machine just to go over that edge.
Yeah, I think they call that a slow start, and I tried at the end. Try to do right now is push it, hold it, should do a slow stop.
Oh,
do it there.
Yeah. But I thought that was a really cool little tip. So since I don't have any here, I'm just going to let it go slowly.
Slow start.
And that way you can make sure that it goes over the edge, and of course that stopped it right there. But in the event that you don't have your Kimberbell tape handy, you're able to do that. I thought it was kind of a cool thing. Okay, it's finished. So all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take off our tape. And the nice thing about Kimberbell tape is it just rips so nicely. And then go ahead and pop this out of the hoop, and you can see from the back side if you can see on the back side, you can see where you're going to cut around here. So you're going to cut through all.
Scissors?
Yeah, I don't know what I did with my scissors. Oh, here they are. I found them. Thank you, but I found them. Okay, you're going to cut through all the layers of the fabric. So you want to make sure that you have a nice set of scissors to be able to do this, and you're going to want to give yourself approximately 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Now if you have pinking shears, you're going to do that same 1/4 of an inch, but you're not going to have to come back like I'm going to have to come back and actually make little slits in here so that it lies nice and peasy.
Okay. You're not having any problems with stitching.
Whoops, and see, I still missed one. There we go. Let me just toss this into the trash. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to just relax this edge a little. Let that heat up, and we're just going to go, make sure when you're doing this that you don't go through that sewing line, because then you're going to have to take it back to your sewing machine and reinforce that edge. So I'm just going to pretend I went all the way around it, and then all you're going to do is you're going to turn it right side out. And then you're going to press, and notice it's not going to press really well because I don't have it cut, but I just want it to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. So there is the finished product. It looks adorable. Can you zoom in on that, on the little gingerbread men?
Yep.
Those are just so cute. And then if you really liked this project, like I said, we have the Kimberbell Holidays and Season Volume 1, and it comes with 6 candle mat designs in 2 different sizes. It comes in a small, which is 8 by 8, and it will also be able to use your 8 by 8 hoop or your 5 by 7 hoop if you're doing a double, or it can be done in the large if you have a 9.5 inch hoop or a 6 by 10 hoop. So these were done using the large, and this little one here for birthdays is just adorable. So couldn't you see that on the table underneath the birthday child's birthday cake or birthday cupcake? Really cute. And then this one here was done with the I think it was tea time, if I'm correct. It was we did it last February, but this was an event that Kingdom put on here. So with that, thank you all for joining me today. Hope to see you really soon in our next either YouTube or actually in class. Bye.